And now it's time for Ask Eric Anything, brought to you by Fresh from Florida.
Bill from Dawsonville asks, "Hey Eric, what's it like to stand in Victory Lane?" That's a good question, Bill. Standing in Victory Lane is pretty sweet, but not as sweet as celebrating with a tall glass of orange juice, fresh from Florida. Whether you're driving 500 miles or just down the street, look for the Fresh from Florida logo when you go shopping. Visit freshfromflorida.com and remember to follow the fresh.
Eric Almirola, the 98. Almirola wins at Daytona again.
I was born and raised in Florida, and I grew up watching races from the grandstands in Daytona. And so I was taught at an early age the value of hard work, dedication, and family. My wife Janice and I were raising our children with those same values that shaped who we are today. In our house, family comes first. Some of our most memorable moments are centered around our dinner table. Teaching and showing our children how to eat healthy is really important to us, but we also focus on teaching them where their food comes from. Fresh from Florida makes it easy to do just that. From knowing what's in season to learning how to make it, it's a one-stop shop.
Elements are like the ingredients of a recipe, only instead of peppers and onions, you have elements like hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, and iron. In fact, there are about 118 of them, and they are organized on a chart called the periodic table.
Quick question. Will there be any cooking in this cooking show?
Maybe. But first, did someone say pop quiz? All right, kids. Take equal portions of the elements sodium and chlorine. Combine them together and you'll form the common molecule sodium chloride, or NaCl. You know it as table salt. The question, is table salt a compound or a mixture? Well, that's all the time we have for now. We learned the difference between a fruit and a vegetable, as well as what makes fruit ripen. But these are just a few ingredients in the science that goes into preparing a meal. Be sure to join us for the next episode of The Science of Cooking.
It couldn't be any better. And the land helps that along, gives everybody a place to come home to. Well, this is where we spend a great deal of time. It's in our DNA, it's in my soul, the land. It's just part of us.
I've been working at Bull Hammock for probably ever since I was 4 or 5 years old. Well, basically since I've been in a diaper. Dad always toted me around when I was small. I see a lot of my father and myself. I'm learning to fly right now, and my dad's taught me a lot, you know, just flying around as a kid. You know, I've always been with him, flying in the airplane in the afternoons, mornings, whenever we had spare time.
It reminds me of my granddad and my father flying with me. Just the flying thing for us is also kind of like the cattle ranching. It's a tradition or a heritage. What I see when I look across our property is generations of blood, sweat, and tears to make it what it is today.